Update 8.5 for World of Tanks Blitz was supposed to bring a new economy to the game, and it definitely did, but not in the way that it was supposed to in any way, shape, or form. Now this here is the before. You can see we've got a good profit, repair costs, standard shells, consumables, provisions, camouflage, and that's your net total. It's basically what Wargaming said, which I do agree with. When you lose games, your repair costs are ridiculously expensive, and because you're not making as much of a profit when you do lose a battle, unfortunately that means that your total credits are usually in the negative, especially when it comes to tier 10. So to balance this, Wargaming has removed the repairs and standard shell cost so that now you don't lose really credits when you lose in a battle. There's one issue with that. What Wargaming did to counter the amount of credits you'd be earning is they lowered the profits by a percentage. I don't know what the percentage is, maybe 20, 30%. The issue is that it was way too much of a nerf on credits. I played a couple of games in my 60 TP today, and not a single battle did I go above in credits. And I did a 4,000 damage victory, did not shoot a single premium shell, and I lost 2,000 credits. So, as an example, we're going to play the E5. Win or loss, depending on how much damage we do. I would say before update 8.5, a decent amount of credits that we would have made on a victory is like 10, 15,000 would be about average on a victory, and defeat we would lose maybe, I don't know, 5,000 credits. We're going to see how many credits we lose. I don't even think we're going to earn any. We're going to have to find out. But make your bets in the comments. How many credits am I going to make or lose in this one battle? But it's definitely an issue. I've seen a lot of people complaining about it. One guy posted a picture where he did 3,500 damage in a 60 TP and lost 40,000 credits on a victory. Now granted, he was spending a lot of money on consumables, but that's just stupid. You're supposed to run the consumables on these vehicles. Wargaming specifically caters a tank like the E5, especially after they nerfed it, so that you can run speed boost and reactive armor. So if you remove the parts of the tank that are supposed to be strong, yeah, I mean, a bit of an issue if you're not actually able to run speed boost if you're going to always go in the negative. Now, of course, for me, it's not the end of the planet. I got a lot of credits saved up, and I constantly buy crates so I can make new videos, but for the average player or the free-to-play player, this is screwing them over massively. I know that there are a lot of free-to-play players out there, and I'm not sure how the credits earnings are on a tier 8 or a tier 9, but if you don't have premium account, it is impossible to earn credits. And we'll go over that as soon as this battle's over, but here we are making my way up the hill. We've got an AMX-30B, E100, Super Conk. I mean, this looks to be like a pretty easy victory. The enemy team's already bled quite a bit, and that's good, because obviously if they're trying to... Oh, wow, that must have hurt that guy quite a bit. Aiming and fire. There we go, nice tap into the 50 TP prototype. Alright, so this game seems like it'll be pretty decent. We got the 183 spotted over here. Maybe we can get a shell into him. Aiming. We've also got the, I'm not sure what that standard B is doing. Is that a stock? I think that's a stock standard B as well. So, I mean, I don't expect much from that player. But I have no clue where the enemy E100 is. Oh, we got shot there, but it did not penetrate me. And oof, that also sucks. So what do I want to do here? Well, we've got the 30B off to the side, but the issue is we also have a 183 off to the side, which means if I poke one tank, yeah, I might regret it. I'm just going to chill here. We're going to wait patiently. You know what? Now is my chance. If I'm going to take my chance anytime, now is the time to do it. So let's see if I can get some... Okay, dude, you did it to me. All right, let's get a shell into this standard B. Boom, nice 527 Hess shell there. And this guy, I mean, he'll probably... Maybe he won't bend me. All right, so we got the E100 M103 off to the side over here. And this guy, he's a bit of a threat. I mean, I'm not going to lie. He could get some pretty nice shells chunked into my vehicle. Let's see if we can get a shot into him or not. Or we're going to ricochet his upper plate, because that's how mediums work. All right, well, you know what? We're doing okay here. We're angling the tank the best of its abilities. We do have that 183, though, poking this ridge. Let's get a nice shot into his vehicle for 300, and back on up once again. This 30B is getting mighty aggressive, but to be fair, I don't blame him. I'm being shot in the side again and again. Let's see if we can finish off this 183. There you go, but that stock standard B just took a massive chunk off my vehicle. He's still shooting me, too. God, he's annoying. Alright, I'm going to back up. I mean, I don't want to be hit by that standard B. I thought it was the M103 that actually fired at me, but nope, I lost about 600 health to a stock standard B. That's pretty sad, I'm not going to lie. We do know where the 30B is, and hopefully our team is going to be able to finish off the 50 TP prototype over here. Let's even see if we can get a shell in ourselves, but there you go, he's taken out. And with that, the enemy team has 2 vehicles left. So this is a pretty decent game. I mean, it's going to be a victory. We're going to have a decent damage chunk here. Let's get a shot into the side of the Super Conqueror. One more penetration, and we'll be sitting over 3,000 damage. So that's exactly what I'm going to go for. Come on, reload. 3, 2, 1, and... fire. Oh, yeah. Oh, what? No, you gotta be kidding me. I cannot believe that tracked him. Man, that 30B is one lucky player, isn't he? All right, couple more seconds left and we'll have our repair kit back and everything. So we're going to see if we can just get one shell out into this guy. Come on, I believe, and fire. There you go. 361, and that is a victory. So this wasn't a fantastic game. I mean, I did my job. Everything was done well. We penetrated most of our shots. And there you go. Negative 8,900 credits. That's negative 9,000 credits. I'm running premium. If I wasn't running premium, that would be an extra 10,000 lost, as you can see. So negative 20,000 credits. And we can clearly see the issue is how many credits you earn. That was only 29,000 earned. If we go to credits here, 29,000 earned, and my consumables alone was 21,000. By the way, I want to point out I did not shoot a singular heat shell. Every heat shell you fire in a vehicle like the T110E5 is, 3,600 credits. So even though you might say, oh, well, you're running consumables and you spent a lot of credits on them, for the average player in Blitz, let's say you fire 3 heat shells a game, that would have easily been an extra 10,000 credits. If that was a game, a normal game in Blitz, let's say you're playing on mines, you need to load heat to penetrate the lower plate of a VK-72 or maybe a Jagdpanzer superstructure, you load 3 or 4 heat shells, that is 12,000 credits. Actually, it's more than 12,000 because it's 3,600. I mean, vehicles, let's say, like you go up to a higher alpha tank, the Jagdpanzer, 6,000 credits for this tank. So if you shoot 2 heat shells, 6,000 credits. And, well, yeah, don't get me started on the 183. I thought this was good news. I thought a vehicle like the 183 would earn more credits. But, no, a vehicle like the 183, because it has the highest damage shells in the game, they cost a lot. They cost 6,800 a pop. And judging that I fire more Hesh than standard, yeah, this is bad. This is really, really bad. I didn't think it was that bad. Obviously, when the update first came out, I was only playing Tier 8. The reason I think Wargaming has not changed any of the Tier 10s is because currently the Blitz Cups are going on. And obviously, if they change Tier 10s or they rebalance them while the Blitz Cup is going on, yeah, I mean, people are obviously going to have to change their strategies. So I think next update is when we possibly might see the Yo be nerfed, when we're going to see changes to Tier 10. But because the changes were at Tier 8, obviously I play Tier 8. And since most of my Tier 8s are premiums that I tested, and most of them are enriched as well, didn't really seem like it was much of an issue. But yeah, there is big issues with Tier 10 or even Tier 9. I haven't tried Tier 9, Tier 8. Let me know in the comments how it is for somebody that's not running premium account on a Tier 9. I mean, just in Tier 10 alone, you physically can't run it. If you don't have, let's say you've got 1,000,000 credits in your account, you play 10 games in Tier 10, that's 20,000 credits a pop. That's 200,000 credits out of 10 battles that you've lost. Then you got to go play 5 games in a Tier 8 premium to make up for that. That is stupid. That should not exist. I don't think that you should make credits in Tier 10 unless you buy a collector or a premium. I personally believe that you shouldn't make credits, but I also don't think you should lose credits. I just think that Tier 10 should be a break even. If you do very well, sure, you can make some credits. If you do pretty poor, you can lose credits. But for the most part, if you average 2,500 in Tier 10, I think you should just not really gain or lose any, because Tier 10, you're not grinding anything. You shouldn't be losing credits for a tier that is solely meant just for fun. But that's stupid. Obviously, Wargaming will be fixing this. If they don't, there's going to be a very large public outcry, as I'm already making one. I don't blame them, because clearly there were issues. They tested this in lower tiers and it seemed like it was fine. So when they tested it in higher tiers, they probably thought it'd be the same thing. But there's some issue in the equation here that causes issues, and I think it really is the consumables. Wargaming was stupid and didn't realize that consumables in Tier 10 cost a hell of a lot more than they do in Tier 5. If we go down to Tier 5, a vehicle like the T1 Heavy, yeah, this tank, I mean, it's 450 and 225. And even with adrenaline on, it's only 675. So I'm spending 1,000 on consumables here. That last battle we just played, I spent a total of, well, that's 21,000 and 17,000 for provisions. We spent over 38,000 on provisions and consumables. That is the issue I think they had with their calculations, is the fact that provisions and consumables at Tier 10 are way more expensive than Tier 5. So, yeah. There's a big calculation that they messed up on. They're going to have to fix that. Hopefully all of you enjoyed today's video. And, yeah, make sure you don't play Tier 10 if you don't have a lot of credits in your account. Enjoy!